may freeze over again.
Hasn't done that for what? 10 years?
7.
Are you sure?
I recall it distinctly. It was the year Jacob Marley died.
Yes, I remember. Hold a chill. That was that. Gone before the thaw.
Unfriendly sort of, wasn't he? I never liked the way he looked at you. They could calculate the cost of new boots and all to the nearest farthing.
That was just his way. Cold in nature. I mean, no wonder he died of chill in the end. He had no warmth in him to fight it off. Did he have any fun?
Just business. His business partner, Scrooge, was the only one to mourn him at his funeral. Sole executor, sole administrator, sole mourner.
Soul friend.
Wouldn't speak for them. Ah, Mr. Scrooge. You heading home to keep Christmas?
I'm not in the habit of keeping Christmas. Christmas has a habit of keeping men from their business.
Exchange closed early then.
Indeed it has. Good day, Joe. Any messages for me, Bob Cratchit?
Mr. Cooper called again, sir.
Cooper. Cooper. Ah, yes. A small matter of £20 a week. I take it he didn't come to settle his account.
No, sir.
No.
He wanted to speak to you about an extension. He says he needs more time.
Did I ask him for more time when I loaned him the money? The original payday stand sends the usual response.
He mentioned his wife, sir. She wouldn't fare well in a debtor's prison.
Let her leave it behind then. What's his wife got to do with it? What have I got to do with it for that matter? I loaned Cooper the money, not his wife. A man shouldn't have a wife if he can't afford to keep her.
I believe she's been ill, sir. And with it being the season of Christmas,
Cooper's affairs would remain the same if it were the middle of a heat wave in summer. Send the usual response. Cooper has made his bed, now he must lie in it. Is that all, Bob Cratchit?
sir, the weather appears to be getting colder, sir.
And? Spit it out, man!
Nothing, sir. Just an observation.
I don't pay you to observe the weather. Get on with your work.
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Bah! Humbug!
Christmas, a humbug, Uncle. Surely you don't mean that.
I do mean it. What's Christmas ever done for you? What reason do you have to be merry? What right do you have to be merry? You're poor enough.
Okay. What right do you have to be dismal? What right do you have to be morose? You're rich enough. Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in a world of fools such as this? Merry Christmas upon Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you? But a time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer? A time for balancing your books and finding every item to the round dozen stacked against you? I had my way. Everybody who went round with Merry Christmas on their lips would be boiled with their own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart, he should.
Uncle.
Nephew, you keep Christmas in your way, let me keep it in mine.
Keep it. You don't keep it.
Let me leave it alone then. Much good has it to you, much good has it ever done you.
There are many things from which I've derived good, and not profited from, I dare say. Christmas among the rest. And I've always thought of Christmas when it has come around. Apart from the veneration due to its sacred name and origin, and if anything belonging to it can be apart from that, as a good time, a pleasant, charitable, kind, forgiving time. The one time I can think of in the long calendar of the year that men and women, by one consent, seem to open up their shut-up hearts freely and truly see themselves as fellow passengers to the grave, and not separate creatures bound on other journeys. And so, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe I have profited by it. And Christmas has done me good, and will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Another sound from you, Cratchit. You'll keep Christmas by losing your position. A fine speech. I wonder you don't bring the Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow. Myself and Clara would be happy to have you.
Why ever did you get married?
Why? Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. As if there isn't anything more sillier than a Merry Christmas. Good afternoon.
It breaks my heart to find you so resolute. But I will keep my Christmas sentiment to the last. So Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon!
Oh. How are Mrs. Cratchit and all the small assorted Cratchits?
Oh, very good, sir. Thank you.
All chomping at the bit to get to Christmas.
Oh, yes, sir. All very eager.
And the little lame boy, which one is he?
Tim, sir.
Tim. How is he?
We're in high hopes he's getting better, sir.
Of course. Merry Christmas, Bob.
And same to you, sir, I'm sure.
Thank you.
And you, a clerk's wage, a wife and family to keep, talking of a Merry Christmas. I'm retired to Bedlam.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley has been dead 7 years. He died 7 years ago this very night.
We have no doubt that his liberality will be well represented by his surviving partner.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute, who suffer greatly at the present time.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons, sir.
And the union workhouses? Are they still in operation?
They are still, although I wish I could say they were not.
So, the treadmill and the poor law are in full vigour then?
Both very busy, sir.
I'm very glad to hear it. I thought by what you were saying that something had occurred to stop them in their useful course.
Under the impression
Anyone who is badly off must go there.
under the impression that they do not furnish a Christian cheer amongst the multitudes. A few of us are attempting to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat, drink, and means of warmth. What can I put you down for, sir?
Nothing.
Oh, you wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. Seeing as that is what you asked me, that is my answer. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I support the establishments we mentioned earlier. They cost enough. If people are badly off, they must go there, like I said.
But sir, many can't go there, and many would rather die.
If they would rather die, they better do it and decrease the surplus population. Besides, excuse me, I don't know that.
But you might know it.
It's enough that a man knows his own business without meddling in the affairs of others. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What a miser. No, never.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let not be you dismay. Remember Christmas Savior was born on Christmas Day. To thee for
quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's not fair. If I stopped you half a crown for no work, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. And yet you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work.
It's only once a year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. Still, I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the early the next morning.
I will, sir. Promise. Mary?
Humbug! Humbug! Jacob Marley. Ah! Humbug. It's humbug. I won't believe it. I don't believe it. How now? What you want with me? Who are you?
Asked me who I was,
Who were you then?
and I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Can you sit down?
I can.
Do it then.
You don't believe in me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
The little affects them. Slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheat. You might be an undigested bit of beef, a blob of mustard or a crumb of cheese, or a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. You see this toothpick,
I do,
but you're not looking at it.
but I see it, notwithstanding.
I have but to swallow this, and for the rest of my days be haunted by a legion of goblins, all of my own creation. It's humbug, I tell you! Humbug!
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I do. you, I must. Why do spirits walk the earth, and why do you come to me?
It is required of every man. The spirit within him walk abroad amongst his fellow men, travel far and wide. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander the world and witness what it cannot share. Might have shared on earth, and times of happiness.
You are fettered, Jacob. Why do you come to me in chains?
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it, link by link, yard by yard. I girded it of my own free will, and of my own free will I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was as full and heavy and as long as it 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have laboured on it since. It is a ponderous chain.
Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have known to give. It comes from other regions and is conveyed by other ministers to other kinds of men. Nor can I tell you what I would. Very little more is all permitted to me. I cannot rest. I cannot stay. I cannot linger anywhere. My spirit never walks beyond our cold counting house. Mark me, in life, my spirit never rose beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing goal. And weary journeys lie before me. Captive, bound, into iron.
You were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business! Mankind was my business! The common welfare was my business! Charity, mercy, forbearance, benevolence were all my business! The dealings of my trade was a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business! Always at this time of year, I suffer most. Why do I walk through crowds of fellow beings with my eyes turned down, never raise them to the blessed star, which led the wise men to a border both? Were there no portholes to which his light could have guided me? Hear me now.
I will. I must. But don't be hard upon me, Jacob.
How is it that I appear before you in a shape that you can see, but I may not tell? I sat many a day in our cold counting house. But that is no light part of my penance. I am here tonight to warn you that you have chance and a hope of escaping my fate. A chance and a hope of my procurement.
You were always a good friend to me, Jacob. Thank you.
You'll be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope of which you speak?
It is.
Then I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow, when the bell tolls one.
Can't I take them all at once and have it over with?
Expect the second the next night at the same hour. And the third on the next night, when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me. No more. And look, for your own sake, you remember what has passed between us.
Quarter past. Half past. Quarter to. The hour itself. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past.
No, your past.
Forgive me, but would you mind putting your hat on?
What? Would you so soon put out with your worldly hands the light I give? Is it not enough that you are one of those who made this cap and forced me through whole trains of years to wear it low on my brow?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. What is your business with me?
Your welfare.
My welfare. Surely a good night's sleep is more conducive to that end.
Your salvation then. Take heed. Rise and walk with me.
I don't think I can. I can't. I'm not dressed for it. The weather. Spirit, I am a mere mortal. I'm liable to fall.
A touch of my hand and you shall be upheld in more than this.
I know this place, Spirit. I was a boy here.
Your lip is trembling. And what is that on your cheek?
Nothing. A pimple.
You recollect the way?
Know it? I could walk it blindfold.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years. Let us go on.
There's the lane where we used to collect conkers. There's the post. Look, we used to swing from that gate post in the summer. Oh, and there's the farmer in the field. He used to let us visit his horses. And over there, the shepherd's ridge. Oh, boys! Edna, Andrew, ready home for the holidays? Merry Christmas!
These are the shadows of things that have been. They have no consciousness of us. The schoolroom is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
I know.
What's the
I wish
matter?
Nothing. There was a child at my door earlier. I wish I'd given him something, that's all.
Ebenezer!
Fanny!
I am going to bring you home, dear brother. Home. Home.
Oh, Fan.
Yes. Home for good and all. Home for ever and ever. Father is so much kinder than he used to be. That home's like heaven.
For you perhaps, but not for me. He hardly knows me or even what I look like. Since I hardly know you, I'm quite so grown up.
He spoke to me so gently one night when I was going to bed. I was not afraid to ask him once more if he might come home. And he said, yes, you should. and sent me in a coach to bring you. And you're to be a man, and never to come back here. But first, we're to be together all Christmas long, and have the merriest time in all the world.
She was a delicate creature, whom a breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
She had
She died a young woman, and had, as I think, children.
one child.
True, your nephew.
Yes.
Come.
Excellent, excellent.
Why, it's old Fezziwig. Bless his heart, it's old Fezziwig alive again.
Okay now, boys. That's it. Clear up now. We'll have no more work tonight. Ebenezer, I'll take that from you. Now off you go and get them shots up before you can say Jack Robinson. It's Christmas Eve, boys. Cheer up, Ebenezer.
I know these people's spirits. I know these people. There's the mayor's boy, who's my young Miss Fezziwig's son. And there's the mayor. And there's the cook. And his particular friend, the milkman.
Sir Roger Coverley.
Hey! My dear, shall we?
Small matters make me say so full of gratitude.
Small.
Is it not? He spent nearly a few pounds real pounds. Is that so much that he deserves his praise?
It isn't that spirit. It isn't that spirit. He has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our services light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. Say that in power, words and looks, in slight, insignificant things too unimportant to measure and add up. What then? Why, the happiness he gave us was as much as if it cost a small fortune, and I...
What is the matter?
Nothing.
Something, I think.
I just would like to have a word with my own clerk just now, that's all.
My time goes short. Quickly now.
It matters little to you. Very little. Another idol has displaced me. And if it should cheer and comfort you, as I have tried to do, then I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
Belle! This is the way of the world. There is nothing as hard as poverty, and there is nothing it professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. I have watched as your noble aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, engrosses you.
What then? Even if I have grown so much wiser, what then? I'm not changed towards you. Am I?
Our engagement is an old one, made when we were poor and content to be so, until in good season we could change our worldly fortune by our patient industry. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
That which brought happiness when we were one in heart is fraught with misery now that we are two. I can release you from our engagement.
Have I ever sought release?
In words? No, never.
In what then?
In a changed spirit, in an altered mind. Tell me, if you were free today, would you choose me? Would you seek me out?
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. But do I not know that you would not choose a dowerless girl? You who weighs everything by gain, or that in doing so repentance and regret would surely follow. I do. And so I release you from our engagement, with a heart full of the love of him whom you once were. A brief time, a very brief time, the memory of what has passed half makes me hope you will have paid in this. And then you will dismiss it as some recollection of an unprofitable dream. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Go after her, you young fool. You imbecile! Go after her! Yes, take me home. Haunt me no longer. Why do you don't like to torture me so?
I told you that these were the shadows of things that have been, that they are what they are. Do not blame me.